Whoops. Hello. I may have joined slightly too early with the stuff here, but regardless, we are on and having a grand old time with our Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer here. This is Gamer Cal on the mic with this, going for the VixRyder versus TrueHyperMario race here. 5 and 1s going at it. This is going to be quite the race. I am joined in the commentary booth by Ratboy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent, Gamer Cal. How are you?
Yeah, apart from jumping the gun, not too bad with the stuff. Apologies on that.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, I've had a great last couple of days of the stuff. I'm looking forward to my own race tomorrow as well, and this is just going to be such a good watch. I'm so excited for this. Just wanting to see how we do.
Yeah, and every time we've done these, we've gone over the flags and stuff. We'll get there eventually, but since we're in the last round of Swiss, I think we just go backwards a little bit and just chat about how our runners got here. So True Hyper Mario faced off against William and took that 2-0 in week 1, and then paired up with Marky Mark for round 2 and took a 2-0 there, and then split with Midi Guy in round 3. To get to his 5-1 record.
MIDI guy is a common denominator here because Yokubody also split with MIDI in the second week here, whereas took a 2-0 versus Night Shifter in week 1, and Human Mustard was a... wrong person here, aren't we? VixRyder! I'm sorry, I'm all over the place at the moment. Yeah, VixRyder has taken Diesel in the first race, and then Ryko Rider in the second race, and then tied with you in the last bit here.
Yeah, we had a great round there.
World 4 start, huh?
World 4. The one time that I don't get to say that it's going to be World 4 because it feels like it's always World 4. Of course it does.
Okay, so I like World 4 as a start because it's not too difficult as far as the levels go, and you have 3 Hammer Bros here as a thing, right? So it feels pretty good. I don't know if you share the same thing with it, but like you get the chance at a lot of items. World 4 stages in general just don't seem to be that bad. 4-5 is a good example of that. And well, I mean, I guess there's the guaranteed 4F1, 4F2 to begin with, isn't there? So
I mean, it's supposed to be shuffled, but this is actually the 3-forter because we've got 2 locks, and well, there we go. We see 2 of them on the far side here. So
yeah.
Not surprised that we are going to see 4F1 first, but it means that another fort has been added to the mix. If we get to see them all.
Yeah.
True Hyper Mario going bottom path. Vic staying up top.
I'm not a fan of bottom path, I'll be honest. The only time I end up down here is if I end up accidentally trying to duck underneath that one dry bones that always shows up. And yeah, I don't know. Is it even like faster? It doesn't seem it. Like even if you can't do the skip on the thwomp in the middle.
No, so bottom path is slower. It's a little bit safer. Well, that doesn't do it. Debatably, depending on what enemies you roll down there, technically it's supposed to be safer. Next fort is 4F2. Ooh, we're gonna get a little bit of divergence here.
Okay, 4-6 coming in. Oh, yeah, the tall plant is just too big to get around there, isn't it? So,
yeah, I hate to say that it's a mistake what True Hyper Mario is doing here because either way you're gonna have to play 3 levels. Because if 4F2 breaks the lock in front of the other fort, then it's a free pass from there to the castle. If that's not the answer, he's got to trudge back and he would have played an extra level.
There is the optional path bit here as well, though, isn't it? Of being, like, if it is the fort that Vix did on the other side, which it looks like it wasn't, but if it is, then you've done an extra level down the bottom that you would not have had to do otherwise, right?
Yeah, so well, let's see what True Hyper does. So Vix did get it right. 4F2 is the answer. But if True Hyper Mario is going to play the fort here, he'll end up playing an extra level. But he's not going to.
Okay. Perhaps doing 4-6 was more of a, I want to make some form of progress here and just like consider my options as I do.
Yeah, it could just be, let's just move forward so I can think about what I want to do. I think that was all booze at the end. That's fun.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
Despawns the roto disc there.
Yeah. So
Um,
Vix not taking the P-speed with the tail at the start here. Curious, because you fly over the top bit, right?
I think it's one of the ones that a lot of people don't actually think about when they enter this airship.
That's fair. Yeah.
The build up. It definitely is faster. I think it's 4 or 5 seconds, even having to do the run up to build it. So it's a good time save if you think about it.
Yeah. Nice. TrueHyperMario going for P-speed strats without the tail.
He'll
here.
try and wall jump it. Oh, I missed the post. I've seen him try to get the wall jump there. All right, but 4 minutes in, we've got one world down. So where are we heading to next, Chet?
Yeah, nice heavy Iggy there as well. Didn't really cause too many issues, but gets one of the earthquakes out of the way here.
6-8. Oh, nice. Really nice fire
well
kill.
Done. Oh, Cloud as well. Okay.
All right, 1F.
This is about as good as it could get here. So the optional fort, as I like to call it here, because it can never block true progress in the world. You definitely don't want to take the item this time, even if that was a tail that was in there, because you will not break the lock and have to do 2 extra stages.
Yeah, definitely the wrong call if you were to go for the item.
Totally didn't do that in a bracket practice seed yesterday. What are you talking about?
No, never done that. Never done it in World 2 where you can't see the far side of the screen.
Yep.
And you take the item and then you see that you can't break the rock because there's a lock sitting right there. Yeah, never happened.
Oh, nice jump over the roto disc there as well. That was slick.
Ah, it's such a hard jump. These vanilla runners, I tell ya. And,
yeah, I think you could be put in that sort of category as well, mister.
Oh, my times are terrible compared to these folks, so.
Oh no, Vix did the same thing Jade did almost that. If you're going to make that jump, you need to duck jump for it, otherwise go from below, right?
I mean, you can go through it. He hesitated and turned back, and it just never pushed back to the right.
It's much tighter though if you don't just go from below.
Yeah, it's definitely much safer to go from below. TrueHyper gonna get a good run through the early section there, but then get a little boot to the face. There you go. There's the back jump.
Exactly. Yeah. Cool, really close to begin this. It's exactly what you would expect from 2 runners of this caliber, for sure. Into 1-4 now. This was one back in 2019 when I was first starting up the stuff here. Mustard was showing me like the first attempt at like P-speed strats in this stage, and I just thought, there is no way I'm ever gonna learn that. It is way too crazy.
Yeah, you know what? It's one that I've never even looked at, just because so you can get the P speed without the build up, where you just continue to move to the right. It's just really tight jumps to the very edges.
Wild.
And I think there's some sub pixel shenanigans in there as well with it.
Of course.
But
it's Mario 3. Why would there not be?
Yeah, it's always subpixel 15. When in doubt, you blame subpixel 15. Hey!
Whoa,
nice
that was awesome. So this is another one. I think I need to actually start trying to jump rather than just drop down off of that bit. The so-called like fake P-speed thing was something that was done a lot back in the day with that, where it's instead of jumping at the edge of that platform, you run off it. You technically lose P-speed, but you've still got all the momentum from it in the air. So long as you keep jumping, you can keep that speed going forwards.
Yeah, the kicky feet.
Yes, exactly. It sees a lot in if you slide down the hill in 6-8 at the very end. It sees it there as well. So yeah, that was again. I mean, it's showing my age off the stuff, but that was the big thing that like Classic and all of them did at the time as well. And it's just that's what I've learned. But I think it's much cooler if you do the actual P-speed strats in there. So it's probably something worth looking at. Regardless, not really much of a fight getting put up by Larry there, so let's see what World 2 could offer. Deceptively difficult world, this one, I think. A lot of people underestimate this.
Yeah, and they're starting off with probably the toughest level in this world.
Oh, Hyper Mario
Two.
just getting through there. These
Oh,
fire
there it
snakes are
is.
devastating, yeah, and
Gets crunched by a Koopa.
you hate to see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, the setup is for a pretty quick world too here. Once they get past this first level, they've got a pipe straight away.
Oh, that power goop
There's
is
a parry.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Good job.
Gets that. Oh, that was close.
The razor thin margins on everything here, right? I can totally understand staying at the top with that. That's one, like, I've obviously from NMG. Is it NMG in Mario 3? I don't know how we've know where we are in that right now. But in Warpless and stuff, it's something you can see True Hyper Mario starting until the Paragoomba came up there, of trying to stay on the blocks and just like jump over the shell as it comes down. That is super dangerous as well. Whoa, that's a weird cloud. Okay. Huh. What do you make of that one? Using the cloud to skip the pyramid stage there.
So I sort of just I mean, if you have to go back to play the red fort, you're gonna have to play level, but TrueHyperMario finds a hammer bro and finds a hammer, so we may find out very quickly if hammers break locks or not.
Yeah, it's pretty good. 2-5. So yeah, it just strikes me as strange because you have to do that stage anyway, so I'm not really sure why the cloud got used there, but
So he won't have to now.
No, he clouded this twice. He's clouded that stage twice.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He used the cloud just to get straight down from the pipe at the top. And it's like, that is very weird.
Yeah, probably not the best usage, but I mean, it's better than me always.
No!
Oh, True Hyper loses the jump.
This is exactly why I don't like the tail in Air Force. Just putting that out there right now. That exact reason is why I don't like it, because it is so easy just to get tripped up by it. Interesting P-speed flight on the World 4 airship there as well. I would have figured taking the time to build that up might not have made it worth it. You can just flutter over all the gaps, so...
Yeah, definitely not. No time saving that. All right, here we go. True Hyper with the tail again, making it through. And Vix is on to World 4, so sub 11 minutes into World 4. You know, if it holds up, maybe on a sub 30 pace. But we have seen a lot of our short worlds.
True, we have not
already.
seen 5, 6, or 7 yet, so...
Yeah.
In fact, World 3 is going to come up pretty soon as well, so that's also potentially a long one. So, yeah.
World 5, and... well, no Force Twisty yet. Or I guess there won't be a Force Twisty in this seat at all. But...
oh, there's Mr. Fish. Actually, a somewhat dangerous placement for once.
Yeah, that's a rare spawn to see him on.
So this room at the moment, the enemy set, like obviously it can be randomized within itself, but the enemy set seems to just be fixed right now, as in it's always the same one. I don't see anything in that room that would make it that way, so that you have to have the the Paragoomba, the regular like Cooper enemy set and stuff in there. But I don't know the tile sets and stuff in this well enough. That might be something.
So in the top half, after you go through the pipe?
Yeah, that's always the same enemy set that's in there at the moment. Yeah,
so I think, I definitely think it has to do with tile set, because if you look at like 1.5 and the 1.5 beta, you know, you never see fire and you never see plants in those ones either, and they're all that same tile set. True Hyper got very lucky that Boss Fast didn't lunge at him there.
I just saw the boss fast going across the screen and just keeping on going forwards. It was hilarious.
Yeah, Vix picks up a nice bro in 6F1.
Good stuff, good stuff.
But yeah, I think it has to do with the tile set, because anytime you get that sort of underground tile set, you always just get the basic Goomba Koopa set.
Yeah.
Sort of like, it's probably along the same lines as 7F1 and 7F2, and then 4F1 and 4F2 liking to to pair together. Just some synergy in there that works.
Sure, yeah. Meanwhile, 5-3 going on here. I did notice for both of our runners in 6F1, they did do the run across the spike strat. They did it a little bit later than they could have, which is surprising considering how many other super fast strats we've seen off the bits here. But it's still faster than not running on them at all, so...
Yeah, I like the 1 damage boost quite often, unless it's World 8. I'll just take the 1 damage boost and... keep Big Mario in case, if it's a Fire Flower at the end, then, you can still get a quick kill.
Have it timed out with the music so that I know exactly when I need to go every time. And, wow, that was World 5, I guess.
Yeah, we are not really throwing much in our runner's way.
No.
TrueHyper does miss a jump there and land on a muncher. Okay, gonna pick up a star, get through the end of 5-3 here nice and quick.
Yeah.
Well,
so
Roy...
Once we get through the Roy fight with it here. 3... Oh. Okay, 4 hits, respectable.
Almost.
So I wanted to ask one thing. World 5 Airship and the Navy actually has a similar sort of bit here. You can do like a P-speed build-up during like the middle of the airship and like at the start of Navy. But if you have the tail, because of the way flight speed works, you always like start with a flight. It seems really, really slow. Like right here, you'd end up at basically walking speed for it until you can get onto the solid ground again. Is it actually still faster to build the P-speed up early, or is it better to not build it up and do it at the end of the section there?
So on Navy, I actually I'll jump early to not get P-speed, just because it does slow you down. Yeah, that's a nice off-screen wand grab right there. 5 Airship, I'll still build it in the middle because it's only 1 jump and 2 flutters to make it to the next platform, so you're not losing a ton of speed.
Oh, we didn't see the slide under. Rip.
So that's the spot. I was trying to think of where the second spot was.
And then the other one is here. You can, if you do a slide off of that donut block instead, you can keep all of your momentum and you can get down to the note blocks.
Okay, yeah, I just do it as a duck fly.
That's totally fair as well. But yeah, if you can slide under that with the tail and straight away denied.
So TrueHyper has a hammer. Vix did not get it.
Yeah, see, this is the bit I was thinking. It's like, when I noticed that before, it's like, there's got to be slower, right? Just not getting P-speed there because you just have no momentum whatsoever for it.
Yeah, if you build it in that middle right there, so where Vix just passed through, you can actually still build it. And it's not too bad because you get a lot of running spots still.
Tough, yeah.
But, I mean, definitely a much better level to not have a tail for.
Yeah. You have to forgive me, I'm taking this as much of a learning experience for this stuff here as well, because I think with runners of this caliber, it's really... Oh, wow, nice luck with that too. It's really good to analyze what's going on with the stuff here and really try and work out, okay, why are they doing the bit here as well, you know? Because there's always a reason.
Yeah, and I mean, you're going to see the difference right here, how fast TrueHyperMario gets through it without a tail. It's a big difference. I've often wondered if it's worth waiting for the cannonball or the rocky wrench to come out at the beginning and lose the tail, but it takes so long for to take damage there.
It really does. So we'll probably see the difference here as well, because the Vix did not actually take a hit immediately from the enemy to do like a full regular P-speed strat, which is what TrueHyperMario is going to do right now. And we see the difference just jetting straight through this one.
Yeah, this is a level that I would always say looks a lot scarier than it actually is to do.
Just make sure you jump nice and late in the middle section so that you don't fall through the floor, because that floor is very easy to clip through.
Yep. Oh, done it many times.
Yeah.
And actually, if you're concerned about that, you can just jump on the one before it.
Yeah.
You just do a turn back and you can land on the one before it and sort of bring yourself right down in the middle.
I normally am really fond of turnbacks with P-Speed, but that one to me would be scarier than just doing it normally because
I
it's also
use
landing on a one tile.
I use it if I know that I jumped too early.
Yeah.
I can switch over midair, and
That's fair, yeah.
I've fallen through the floor enough times to have a pretty good sense of when it's going to happen.
Yep.
All right, so 5 worlds down, just cruising through. Let's see if 7 can slow our runners down a little bit.
World 7 is a pretty nasty one in these initial seed sets here, and that's not a great layout for it. Forced to do a level to get to one of the forts if that's required, then that's going to be kind of brutal in its own right.
Yeah, I want to see the pipe on the first screen with the lock-in level in front of it.
Yes! 100% agree with that. That's always one that's exciting to see.
All right, and we got about 25-second difference between our runners right now, so still relatively close.
Ooh. They do
Oh,
break.
it have a hammer and it does
Okay.
break locks. So, well, a free world 7. I would
That is
expect that TrueHyper will do the exact same thing. I didn't think Vix got that hammer.
Oh no, TrueHyper's going for the fort here. Okay, hasn't managed to find the end island yet, so...
That does find 7-3. Nice lack 2 bop at the end.
That's a fantastic adaptation to what was going on there as well, being able to recognize that there's an enemy I can bounce off of, and so I can get up to the top platforms and keep P-Speed going there. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah, you hate to see a Spiny as the third enemy, and
Okay, I have some beef with this one because with people, oh no, well, not when you slip and fall.
take the death. Take the death.
See, normally, I timed this out recently. Under like completely optimal conditions, you can probably get about 8 or so seconds off of this, and that's if you like in here you don't have a lot of overworld movement and you already know exactly where your P-wing is. I am not super convinced if you come in here large that it is generally worth it in these later seeds where we're not going to have as many items to go around, that's actually going to be worth it most of the time. I don't know.
So I'm going to say those 8 seconds to me are very important. I'm pretty comfortable, if I end up low power-ups and small, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, I prefer to have some, but especially the later it goes, the more that I think that those 8 seconds are going to matter.
Yeah,
But
I can totally understand.
I can understand taking the Tanuki, not wanting to use the item, and you can do it the exact opposite way, where you just say, it's only 8 seconds. True Hyper gonna get to Cloud here to the end.
Which is
Or at
definitely
least
good. World 7 is like the best world to Cloud in Race 1, so...
Yeah, so we're gonna end in World 3. But yeah, I mean, it comes down to what you're comfortable with.
I think it's fine. It mostly, like, if you have to go multiple tiles in the overworld and you might not know exactly where your tail is to begin with, like TrueHyperMario didn't here, those 8 seconds start to be like half of that, or maybe even worse than that if you get stuck in your menu. That's when it starts becoming a bit of a, is this even worth it sort of situation?
Yeah, so if I'm questioning if I have a Leaf or a P-Wing in my inventory, I don't go for it.
Yeah.
Because it's absolutely not worth it to get stuck being small.
Yeah, that's. I think that's where I was getting to within that. Anyway, yeah, not much of a fight from Ludwig either here, to be honest. Yeah,
no, pretty weak Koopa kids across the board. I think Roy at 5 was the most.
yeah, Roy had 4. There was Iggy, I think, was also 4 and was a heavy at the start, but just didn't really get a chance to do much, which is what you want from these Koopaling fights, to be fair. They are very devastating if they actually get to play, so...
Yeah, especially the ones that aren't normally heavy, that will constantly jump and stun lock you in place and not let you move.
Yeah.
That's a feels bad moment.
Okay, 3-2 of the tail, I think, is usually reasonable. Slightly missed the bounce there, but like if you're trying to bounce off the cheeps, the first ones are separated a little bit too far apart just to jump between, I think, or at least I've always found that. But with the tail, you can just like flutter between them, and it ends up being quite nice. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and with the fixed hitboxes, the fish are actually one of the other ones that you notice a really big difference on.
Usually.
No more rocket cheaps, and Wendy's is open because there's just um, one fort and a missing bridge
Yeah.
behind it. So we're
Does
gonna
Vix
have
not have
a
any clouds? Because I guess I haven't seen. Does the two clouds that he used at the start like the only ones he's had?
uh maybe. I mean, they haven't been playing a lot of bros either. So True Hyper is
Yeah.
using I think that's True Hyper's second one there. So
Yes.
he's going to be right behind Vix on
That's
this
why I
airship.
was wondering. It was like, because Vix has had to play these levels that I guess wouldn't have been played otherwise. Oh, this is one that I want to try and look at as well. This literally wasn't even a thing that like existed. I didn't quite get it here, but this was not even something that anyone had conceived of when I played last. So getting full P speed on this one rather than just doing it from where we are now is something I think would be absolutely awesome just to learn because that just looks amazing.
Yeah, so this is one where I'm curious what the time difference is, just
Yeah.
because I think there's 3 wall rubs in it. It seems like, with the build up and then the rubs, I don't know how much that one saves.
Yeah.
Oh, hammer from the last letter as we go into 8, and well, we're late on the call for bridges, but chat, how many bridges? 0, 1, or 2?
Oh, fix. Okay, we still managed to get to there at least. This one I've had to put so much work into. I hate this spot so much, but I've slowly been getting there. Where most of the time, if I don't get stuck on the first enemy, I can kind of get through this now. I didn't realize you could do P-speed. Like you could just duck under the swamp if you were on a full P-speed run on that conveyor. That helps a lot as well.
Yeah, and this is one I love running because it runs like vanilla pretty much every time.
It is literally that first enemy that I just have not found a way of getting through every single time without taking a hit that just really annoys me at the moment. Yeah, I was fancy.
TrueHyperMario losing time there by jumping.
Hey, but it's swaggy, so we'll accept.
Yeah, swag factor is off the charts.
Yeah. I have mentioned this a few times, but during that room, the one thing you want to do is go full left, because even if there's a crazy foot on the left-hand side, it will stop one tile before you. So you always are safe if you go hold left as soon as you enter that room. So...
yeah, and we've got half a fort between our runners now.
Yeah, this is wild.
This is what you love to see in World 8.
Oh, even going under, that's insane. Okay.
TrueHyperMario is going for all the swag.
I don't think TrueHyperMario knows about the hammers and lock thing yet, though.
No, and he probably has 2 in inventory. Well, there's a 3rd lock. So, there's a good chance that that we're open if we can find the pipe.
Yep, just checking around now, seeing what we can and can't do. There's another fort, so TrueHyperMario guaranteed hitting its 8th fort. Okay.
And it's open.
Oh, and it's open. Oh no. Okay. Oh, TrueHyperMario taking lots of hits here as well.
Oh, Vic
no!
shorts the jump.
Okay, this is like, I know it's a vanilla one and it's totally fine with that. This is one that always sort of confused me as to how on earth do I even want to approach this. My current thing is slide under that, jump off the item box and go from there, but it's like awkward to do, but whatever your muscle memory is, I guess, is what you go for with that.
Yeah, mine is 2 full big jumps, slide under the one tile after the item block, nice hammer. And then quick snap turn back to jump over the wall in front of it.
Fair, yep. We have a 27-minute going into Bowser's Castle here. This is super fast.
Yeah, if all goes clean, we're looking at sub 28 and a half. And, from what I've seen of Vix, and one of the reasons he Snake Game 2 versus me was he will explore World 8 every time before he really commits to playing a bunch of levels.
Oh, nice.
Especially the tank icon, because he doesn't want to pick wrong.
Yes.
And, it saved him in the game against me. He was about 40 seconds behind, and
Oh no! Too early.
all right.
Yeah, I think I've noticed that from your races too. If you, especially in the dart map, you will go everywhere before you pick a thing and see exactly where absolutely every tile that you can reach is.
Yeah, I want to see how many pipes I've got to play with, but then typically I'll jump into forts if they're on the screen if I can get to them.
Yep.
But I mean, it's worked out for Vix here again, just finding the path first. Saved him having to play through 8 for it.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing as TrueHyperMario there, to be fair, just because it's one of those things for me. I think I would have looked at the pipes on the bridge before I went back, but I still would have done 8 fort first. Meanwhile, VixRyder finishing with time, if I bring the page back up, of 28:48. Fantastic start here.
Yeah, really good run. GG's to Vix. Yeah, and you know what? Neither option. What True Hyper did is not wrong. What Vix did is not right. Half the time they're each gonna work, right?
Exactly.
It's a gamble, and you choose the one that you're comfortable with.
Yep.
And you hope it works out in your favor. And
Oh, that was close.
yeah, almost got nipped by that the hot foot there.
I know that was safe, but it's still, you just get that thing of what if the input gets eaten, right? It's just like, oh dear. Meanwhile, going for our skip here, just to try and make sure we don't have to go through the main thing. I'm bad at this one, I will admit. So I give it one try, and then because it's now 4 fireballs guaranteed and there's no invisible ones or anything, I'm just like, I can take on about 95% of the permutations. I'm just going to go through, I think it still ends up about the same.
And I'll spend 10 times trying and lose time.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Is like, because that one is so hard to do without P-Speed. I know it is. Whoa, nice fireball. I know it is possible, but it is so difficult to do if the P-Speed doesn't get maintained, and it's really hard to rebuild P-Speed on that top platform. So it just feels like a losing battle at that point if you don't get it like first or second try or something.
Yeah, even the clip first try is slower, right?
Yeah.
If you can move cleanly through the fireball room, then it's slower. But let's get our GGs in chat for TrueHyperMario, finishing up with a 30-32. Both really
still
great,
ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous here. This one would be hard for anyone to keep up with, I think. These two played extremely well. Very few mistakes going through this here. So
yeah, those were very clean runs. But yeah, so we will just mark that as done. Yeah, we're going to step away, get our runners set up for game 2. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Now's a great time to refresh your drink, grab a snack, and come on back for another great race.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second game of our SMB3 Tony Round 4, TrueHyperMario vs. VixRyder. Vix has taken the first one, but not by too much. So let's see what our second seed will have for us here.
Yeah, so a couple changes. We know for a fact that hammers will not break locks. So we may see our runners skip a few more hammer bros. They're not as as useful as they ended up being in game one. But we also have full level shuffle, which also includes our betas. So if we're lucky at all, we'll get to see some Atlantis out there. We haven't seen it in enough races.
Well, it is me generating it, so there's a non-zero chance that something nasty starts off this one.
All right, let's see it.
I have a whole, or from way back in the day, I have a whole folder of horrible starts that I have had, like 7-5 with half a dozen fire nippers in there, 6-8 with crazy stuff. I've had obviously Atlantis, but that's more for practice. Yeah, like 7-6 with no power ups to begin with either, so you have to play through all the thing of it, and even the 1-5 beta I managed to keep one of, which I need to do more practice on apparently, according to yesterday's stuff. So thankfully that's something we can have now.
Yeah, I haven't seen a 7-6 start in a long time. 4 small, that'd be a fun start.
Well, okay, it's not great. 4-6. I mean, if there was maybe the boss bass surprise, that could have been okay. But yeah, 4-6 is not the hardest stage to start with.
No, and pretty vanilla with the enemy placement so far.
Yeah, fair. This is an interesting one. Like, I think I need to try and learn how to do this one a bit quicker as well. It seems like vanilla knowledge would do a lot here. TrueHyperMario does take an extra hit here, unfortunately, as does Vix at the end of the stage.
Yeah, so I actually find that vanilla knowledge gets me hit more often just because the placements are so precise in the beginning.
Yeah.
I end up tanking a hit over the piranha plant right near the first piranha plant.
That's totally fair. Whoa! Where is TrueHyperMario going there?
He was trying to go up top.
Fair, yeah.
It just missed the cannonball jump. It looked like it just didn't bounce him for some reason, which is a little strange, but both making it through super tanks here. Just a vanilla boom boom at the end.
And not too bad, to be honest. It's a curious world layout. We're definitely got to be down the bottom bit here, so we have an extra stage or the hammer bros to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty easy decision this early.
Yeah.
Take the bros, hope that, you get an item, and even if you don't, you're not playing a level.
This is one of those situations where it wouldn't have been unreasonable to have taken one item from the Toad House to use before these as well, just in case you come across the dreaded... Oh, that's a really good one, yeah. Just in case you come across the dreaded Fire Bros in water situation,
No, that would never happen to runners.
No. Totally not try and manifest that at any point. What are you talking about?
All right, Paradox Pipe, where do we end up at the top?
Oh,
we've got a long
spot.
5. All right, so decision time. That looks like a very suspicious fort. That could easily be 1F.
That's a very curious item pickup there.
Bro was in the way.
No, I'm not talking about TrueHyperMario side. I'm talking about Vix's side, taking the item from the diamond here.
Oh, the one block there.
Yeah.
Oh, did he wait? Did he wait for the lift?
He waited for the platform to get that, and it was a start. Oh, 2-3 with a fast sun. One thing that we do have nowadays is the Angry Sun starts up much quicker. Which, fun fact, is why we now start with power-ups in the first seed, because I rolled a 7-8 with the sun, and every single plant was a fire one.
Oh, he does take care of the sun there, though.
That's pretty good, yeah. Because the sun can be very nasty in this bit here.
Yeah, you can't stand at the top.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know how TrueHyperMario survived that one. It looked like he was going. Oh, the sun!
How did he did not survive that one.
Fun fact about the sun, the hitbox is the left side of it and creeps out just past sort of the rays of the sun. The right side has no hitbox.
That's so mean.
The sun is brutal.
Meanwhile, 7-2, I know there's a P-Speed strat for this, but heck, if I'm ever going to be able to do that, there is also a clip that High Flyer keeps going for here as well, but I haven't seen it done yet in the races. One day we'll get it, just clipping under the note block there. And
there's also a clip in that room where Vix grabbed the power up. You can actually clip through the pipe there and go across the bottom, and then you clip once more to get into the last pipe one. Except for you've got like 3 tiles of space to try and get enough speed to clip.
Oh, I see. Yeah, how about no? One thing for this, didn't quite get it actually. It's a good time to mention it. If you enter the pipe on the rightmost side that you can there, you will be able to hold right and land on the pipe as opposed to on the floor, which means you won't ever get hit by the sun if it's there, or accidentally nommed by Boss Bass.
Oh, TrueHyper, he does build it really
nice.
That's a hard P-Speed build too.
Yeah, I mean it looks really tough, but like that's got to be worth it to try and nail out. It's about 15 seconds or something going round, so.
Yep, and we've got 4-3 here for Vix.
This is one that the vanilla P-Speed stuff looks so cool in this stage, but it seems so impractical for Rando.
So this first jump, building it right here, because you need a good enemy that you can bounce off of, which typically with this set is only the beetles. But you can build it right where TrueHyper is there.
Yes, this is what I usually end up getting it built, and then I get stuck here because there's a Goomba shoe and I can't go forward. So, sorry, I got distracted by the fact that the Paragoomba just got absolutely decimated by the Buzzy Beetle falling there. It's just super funny.
Alright, and Roy's on the World 1 airship. So where in Game 1 we were probably 2 and a bit worlds deep at this point, we're just finishing up World 1, so at least you're making them work a little harder than I did.
Yeah, I'm trying. It does help when all the levels are which way, because I mean I got 2-3 in the World 5 bit here obviously, so that's a nice bit of time sink for them. But
ooh, and that was a 5-hit Roy.
Yeah, 4 and 5 between the 2 races. We can't really ask for too much more than that.
Yeah, so we were terrible at it in Game 1, but where are we headed to, chat? Let's go World 1.
World 1 would be pretty good right now because we don't have hammers, so we can't skip the 2 stages at the end. Oh, well, never mind. Why do I say things?
Okay, but take us to 7-2 Island. 7-2 Island, 7... No.
Aww.
Alright, so 1-3. Quite early in the game, so I would expect both of our runners, when they get here, to go for the item. It's only giant enemies, so it's not going to be anything bad here.
We're also kind of still in that time period where looking for Kingslayers is not a bad option. Nice P-Speed from TrueHyperMario there, goodness. Yeah, not even wanting it. Get the 5er. That was probably unintentional though.
I don't think he was paying attention to his cards at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, so again, ask and you shall receive, I suppose. I mentioned the fact that we didn't have a Kingslayer yet. Now Vix does. Fireflower is not the optimal one, obviously, but you will take what you can get.
Yeah. Just to have it in inventory is a good feeling. And
there's your island.
All right.
Oh, didn't get the P-Speed build up. Okay.
Did he have a music box from somewhere?
Maybe. Or did we take a different pathway?
Well, that's a cloud from Plant 1.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure. I think we've taken a different pathway. Yeah, because we're looking at the fort here instead. Okay.
All right, so Navy versus 5F1.
I'm so bad with this one. We saw High Flyer yesterday actually slide underneath that roller disc there as well. That was crazy.
It's so tight.
Yeah.
Danny
like-
P-Speed has a really nice turnback strat for that, where sort of you can delay just enough to be able to, when it's going the opposite way, you can delay
Right.
just enough to miss it.
Yeah.
I usually just forget to take the hit.
Oh, looks like it was the right one too. TrueHyperMario getting through faster and getting to the star run here. Okay. Oh, going for the clip. Gets the wall clip instead. Not quite the one that we want there.
Yeah, always give it a try. Swaggy if you get it. And it saves 17 seconds on first try, so.
I will admit I know the general idea because I've like once in a blue moon I can get the swag at the end of Bowser, but I don't really know it, so
All you're trying to do is bash Mario into the corner.
yeah, I have heard the theory, but you know,
I
not
mean,
one I have ever actually tried.
even for the people that know it, it's still luck, right? Like you're trying, all you're trying to do is slip Mario into the very corner of it, so he falls in between it. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, so this is one place where the fast Angry Sun actually really matters, because normally the Angry Sun wouldn't really trigger in that stage at all, but because it does now, as we see...
Swaggy pipe entry there.
Yep, and as we see a cloud use for Vix as well. Yeah, so here, the Angry Sun will basically always be on the right-hand side by the time you get there, thanks to the faster start. And so it used to not be that way. You used to just be able to jump this one normally, and now you've got to wait if you don't have a star. So...
Yes, yeah, so it used to take about half a level before the sun would activate, and now we've got it set so it's basically one full screen of movement, and it activates.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
Ludwig.
yeah, not too bad. He's just vanilla, right? So I see another thing with Vix getting the fly strat there is he seems to also, like, a lot, I see this from a lot of people, that they seem to do a much, like, longer build-up than I think is actually necessary. Like, they end up running all the way to the right-hand side first and then back across to the left-hand side to do it. You actually don't need to do that at all. I've been finding myself, it's like, as soon as I react to going, okay, this is a low 4-1, you can effectively just run straight back left and just get the full speed that way and save half the cycle for it.
Yeah, you can. There's enough room wall to wall. It's more so of how quick do you realize that you want to build up P-speed.
Yeah. That's one thing I've been working on a lot, is like realizing, okay, which airship am I actually in with it here? As soon as I see the green tile bit there, it's like, right, I know exactly what I'm doing with this one then.
Yeah, and I've suggested to newer runners actually do a bigger build up so that you don't build it right at the very edge. You build it before that so you don't get the burst of speed just as you're trying to make your jump. TrueHyper missing the cycle there.
Unfortunate. I do also want to clarify, just in case anyone's thinking I'm just bashing the runners with this stuff for this one, it's absolutely not the case with this. It is always worth noting when things can potentially like be done differently to, like, even these guys can go even faster than we're seeing now, sort of thing with it, right? So it's always one of those of going, well, if we know a faster way of doing things, we can, you know, demonstrate that basically and go, yeah, we can go even further beyond if we want to, right?
Yeah, Vic showed off a really swaggy boo duck there for the last door. Avoiding the damage. That's a hard one to jump over and not miss the door.
Yes,
to be able to react to the duck. But look
wait,
at this
what is
world.
this? Wait, Blake to them is done. That's not fair.
I mean, you slogged him through the
here's
first
another
two.
slight one. You should land on the platform in the middle bit there to keep running speed going a bit more, so that you can actually get, like, build, rather than slowing to walking speed flight, you can keep a slightly faster bit going there as well, if you land in the middle as well when doing the flyover.
Okay, do we get it? Oh,
yeah,
he does get
nice.
it. Really nice.
There's another bit I wanted to say with the burner and just where the power-up is as well, but neither player did the stuff with it there, because TrueHyperMario didn't need to, and Vix wanted to see if it was a fire flower or anything, and only got a star for it.
Yeah.
There's a thing in 6.2 as well. It's like you can effectively, if you go in with a running jump onto the burner in this case, and there's like one block where it's the block tower where the two clouds are kind of going. The top one is further over than the bottom one, like right near the start. You can actually land on the higher platform if you go in with running speed first. Wait,
Yeah,
this is exactly the same.
I didn't learn that one until this tourney.
Yeah.
I heard Danny talking about it because he saw, I don't know who he saw do it, but
He might have seen me do it because I've been doing that for quite a while on these
oh, okay.
things. I've mentioned it a couple of times by now as well in previous bits. It's like I've noticed that before. It's like, yeah, there's a couple of places where you can effectively use running speed in order to jump to a higher bit, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah, both of our runners making a run through one fort here.
Exactly the same layout as the previous one, and this time
Yep.
though, this is a new feature compared to previous tourneys and stuff. I believe maybe not the last one. I don't know, but it's pretty recent.
This is brand new for this tourney.
Excellent.
This was one of the additions that Macobra first had in his patching program that got implemented into the main randomizer program. So
Beautiful.
it's a great great addition just because it gives a little more utility to hammers. Without it, you're limited really to 6 and 2, unless you get 3 of them, and then sometimes 3.
Once in a blue moon.
4 is pretty useless typically, but
once in a blue moon, I got it versus J-Kofa, so it does happen sometimes.
yeah, but I mean, usually it's a A-level skip.
It's completely useless most of the time. I was so lucky that I was able to even use it in that race. So,
all right, so we had 2 really quick worlds.
Oh no, Vix! Oh, that happens.
Vix jumped
so
just
often.
a tiny bit early.
So yeah, the Koopaling's head hitbox ended up coming up into his sprite. Often happens on regular ones if you're a bit too overzealous with trying to do your mid-air hits. But I find now it happens a lot more often with the earthquake ones, just because I'm jumping slightly too early and and thinking up here.
Yeah, and I mean that's all it just came down to is the jump was just ever so slightly early, but there we go. He gets it.
I just want to say with this level, you will never catch me actually trying to do the P-speed stuff here because the lag that comes up with the waterfalls messes me up every single time, and I just cannot get it for the life of me. So I'm never gonna do it for that one unless I like grind that out for a full day or whatever this stuff because it just doesn't work for me.
No,
Great stage there.
You can get it in 15 minutes.
Probably, but it's just like, man, I have tried that so many times. Oh, hello. Oh no.
Just a little rub there caused a little momentum to go away.
I say this a lot with Air Force as well, actually, but I think it's a similar thing to come up here. It's like the rhythm got completely disrupted, as you say, by the bump there, and it's very often it's just a case of, well, okay, take the second, resettle yourself, and then go for your rhythmic jumps again. And I know P-Speed is a bit different with it that way, but it probably would have been safer to just abandon the P-Speed at that stage and just go, well, oh no, please, no.
The bonk into the fanfare just to rub salt in the wounds.
Devastating. Yo, this is the earliest hammer we ever did see, though. Let's be honest.
Any early hammers?
Well, P-Wing's
early
pretty
P-Wing
good too.
All right. Vix making his way through 1-4, and we got a vanilla 2 fort.
Yeah, about that. I think this is a pretty good show with both Vix and TrueHyperMario's mishaps in the last couple of levels there. This is a good time to show that anyone who's just getting into this and thinking, I'm dying all the time with this, I'm no good, I'm not going to play anymore. Everybody has these moments in their races where it's just like, okay, this didn't work for me, I've taken the death or I've made a big mistake or something, and, it's not just you.
I remember, I can't remember, it was a special event or a league or something, or a qualifier back in SGL last year. A game overed on Wendy.
Yeah.
I had to replay all of a World 3. It's like, wow, this was just not fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, 5-3 for TrueHyperMario here, getting the P-Speed thanks to the fire. Pretty good. A little bit too far over.
It's okay.
Yep, okay.
Just muncher run there. Starless muncher runs here.
Got so lucky there was no power goombas there. Every time I played this recently, there's been like 4 of them in that section, and it just you get hit every time. It's so annoying.
Yeah, you got a little hosed on the P-speed hold there, though. Wonder.
Oh, like
It's gonna come down.
Yeah, Vix is having a little bit of awkward moment there with the Sledge Bros. The Sledge Bro fight can be so frustrating because if the first one doesn't jump, then you're just in this stalemate until it's like, come on, get up there, please, I need to move, you know?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just jump at it, because the second you do, it is going to jump, right?
And actually, so what Vix just did there when you have a fire flower is the perfect strat. So you fire one, you run all the way across, and then if the one on the middle one stays there, you just jump up and shoot him with a fireball. If he jumps up, you can just bash the first block. You'll always get him before he can do another jump.
That's really cool. See, this is another one, like, TrueHyperMario's just done, like, a really cool PSP thing. I've seen Danny and a couple others do this as well. That was also something that just did not exist when I was playing before. That looks really awesome, and it looks like it's similar to the 6.5 stuff, where you know, getting the power up against a wall,
yep.
right, and just doing that.
Yeah, you're just you're using wall rubs to maintain the speed, and then jumping on the block to grab the power up will allow you to maintain it and make the next jump up.
Yeah, I wanna know, because somebody said in the chat as well, like using the double cloud bit here. I want to know. I agree with this in a way as well, because it's just use it or lose it sort of mentality with it. But yeah, Vix is caught up massively because of using 2 clouds in a row on the like mid stages there, which is absolutely fine. I mean, that's what they're there for. But yeah, he doesn't know what those stages were. Doesn't care what those stages were. We're moving on, right?
Yeah, he won't be able to have the swag cloud into Bowser though. It's a shame.
Fair, yeah. Well, I mean, there's always the World 7 card, right? We could get one.
I like to have an excuse for why I always forget to use one, so I can use it in Bowser's Castle.
Fair. Oh,
I'm awful for keeping them in inventory.
Yeah, I think you're the opposite for me here with that, because I've made a point in like the last 1 or 2 of the interview stuff I've done, as we get absolutely no problems in 4F2 here. I've made a mention of I am very aggressive with the cloud usage. Like, I will blind cloud anywhere that I'm guaranteed to be safe using it, right? Just because I don't care what the stage is I'm skipping with it, so long as I'm saving time skipping it. That's the main thing, you know. Because I don't want to have like 3 clouds in inventory going into a world where there's no opportunity to use them.
And it looks like Laws was right today. The first fort on the island did not build the bridge.
Yeah, very
we don't
good
know
stuff
if,
from TrueHyper there.
Have we seen 3 forts yet?
That was the World 5, right? Because there was the one at the top as well as the blue fort at the top, right? So.
But that was the only 2. There was no forts on the bottom.
Did we not have to build the bridge to get across on the bottom?
No, it was pipe to paradox pipe.
Yep. Fair enough.
But TrueHyper going to play a coin ship that isn't in his way. Vix gonna get hosed by it.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate, isn't it? I mean. So it's an interesting thing. We're in World 6 at this point. I don't know if TrueHyper's even used all of his clouds yet, right? So
maybe looking for a Kingslayer.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't get a Fire Flower from 1-3.
You know, to me it's a tough gamble because it gets a hammer, which is going to be used.
We have World 3, do we, in this one, I think? I've lost track at this point.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think it's World 3 left. But so every Hammer Bro is about 12 seconds. Hammer Suit to Fire Flower is about a 12 or 13 second difference in Fire Kill. Maybe a bit more, I guess, with the fixed hitboxes.
Brutal.
So you fight a couple extra Hammer Bros and you've sort of negated the time advantage that you get from it.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, it's this late into the seed, it's difficult as well. I remember like my first race against Busted, I looked over it again. It's like I didn't play very many Haribros in the first one, and I ended up missing out on like at least one cloud and a hammer that ended up giving him the first race. So it's tough in that aspect. But when we're this deep in, and especially knowing this layout, this might not end up even mattering as far as
Oh,
the
we
extra
got
clouds and
loopers.
stuff. Oh, that's it. Wow, we still got 2 clouds. Let's go.
So True Hyper will be able to cloud
And it's
75.
blind clouded as well. Let's do this. Okay.
Oh, Vic's not grabbing the shell.
Yeah, very.
It's a little
risky.
concerning.
I still like. I know. Oh no, Nesdi. I know we mentioned this one in the clip stuff from the Discord yesterday. I still like absolutely have no idea how I got that initial P-Speed clip here. Maybe we'll see it over this. I don't know, but like I didn't even know that was a thing. And it's oh no, okay, yeah, I clipped there basically at instead of going up the pipe, I ended up accidentally going straight through the wall, and was like I didn't even know you could do that. So okay.
Yeah, and we
Probably
did have
never
one of the best vanilla runners chime in. Teeks.
Oh no!
Boss Bass gets him. Teeks, letting us know it's a 7-second time save. So I know the clip. I think I had it in my 100% PB as well. But I didn't know that it was that much time save.
Yeah. So 5-6 on TrueHyperMario's side here, going in with the P-Wing. That might have been, maybe it was another Cloud use summon and just going immediately in, like P-Wing's the safe option for 99% of stages, so it's totally reasonable to go there. I think Vix has gotten Boss Bass on the top here, which is the safer bit to keep him at for sure.
Yep, and we do see a lock still on the screen. So Wendy is open.
Nice.
It's a one more level to a pipe.
Yeah, this is an awkward one.
Little
8-2. Wait, what?
I have never seen that. If someone could clip that, I've never seen runny feet out of the sand.
That's great. Okay. Vix setting up the thing. Oh, okay. This is just a me thing. I personally prefer only having 3 of the 4 blocks available here because the third one is where I jump from to get the clip here. So it just like visually, I prefer only having the 3. But whatever. So long as you get in there, that's the main thing. And there's the pipe for Wendy. Good stuff. We don't have to go all the way around the other bit.
Yeah, it looks like his jump is. Oh, it was just a touch late. Now just a touch early. There
we go.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I forget exactly who it was that first did it, but it was like in races and stuff, and I saw it going, that looks really cool, and I really need to know that in case of, that level coming up. So it's another one of those if I put a bit of time experiment. Oh, no.
Ooh. All right, True Hyper.
It's Earthquake. Okay. This
nice
is probably
flawless
fine,
P
actually.
speed, and as long as it okay,
good stuff.
3 hits, doesn't have enough time for the ring to sort of want to be right in his way.
Yeah.
But that's it, chat. We're off to World 8 again. So how many bridges we can actually guess without seeing locks yet?
I had a free bridge seed recently, so let's go for that.
All right. I'll give you. You can have 3. I'll go the 1-1.
That's a good guess too. Yeah. Civic's taking the pipe over. This is an annoying one, because I think there's a couple of levels in the way from the other pipe here.
Yeah, he'll have 2 this way. 1 if he goes back, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, he realized.
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess it's 2 either way. Because he's got 5-6 here to play first.
Oh, almost.
All right, 3 F2s in World 8.
That's a good start. Yeah, 5-6 over here is one I'm just starting to learn the P-Speed for. Once again, like, showing my own age with the stuff here. It wasn't really done when I was racing. Like, I think it was known about, but it wasn't really, like, anything most people went for. Probably High Flyer would have gone for it, let's be honest. But, for the most part, it wasn't really known. So, gotta try and Yeah, relearn that now. As you say, it had to
Yeah,
be 2 levels either way. Oh god.
I
Get
think
out of
we.
there.
Oh, oh, just losing all momentum because of that. I think we've
Yeah.
got the SMB3 Speedrunner edition runners to thank for ones like that,
Yes.
where the auto scroller's turned off.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Vix.
Yeah,
All right,
okay, I have a fun
3F1.
story with that actually, because I don't have any like fancy new one with a bit, but what I ended up doing is I ended up taking the P-Speed, like the regular P-Speed thing, and putting it through the randomizer itself to turn the auto scrollers off. So that's what I've got to practice with that way. Still works, so you know.
Oh, you should. We should get you hooked up with the
Probably,
practice
yeah.
ones because then you get infinite power ups and you can, exit in and out of levels.
Yeah, that's what
Super
I've got.
quick.
I've got one thing for that, but it wasn't one that had like auto scrolls already disabled, so I had to put it through the randomizer to do
Yeah.
that bit. Yeah, there's probably a more recent one than what I have though, because again, comparatively old old person doing the stuff here.
All
Couple of
right, two.
locks. All right,
Yeah.
well there goes my guess. Very weird world layout so far, to be honest. Oh yeah, even I would be hesitant to do that one when I've seen 2 locks already. At this point, I'm taking pipes. I want to know exactly where I'm going for the stuff here, and if I can't go anywhere, then I'm gonna go for that fort. Because
Oh,
and
there
that's
it
why.
is.
Yep, that's exactly how I would have looked at it too. Fantastic. Air Force, the one thing that is in the way here. Let's see if we get a clean run through this one. Meanwhile, Vix getting through the World 7 airship here.
Yeah, and I think we're looking at a split between our runners in these games, which I'm not surprised about one bit.
Yeah,
Uh,
not surprised. Couldn't ask for a better outcome with it too.
yeah, very very evenly matched runners.
Yep. Yeah, as Jade has said, nice to see that free bridge journey. Jade was watching all of my practice stuff yesterday as well, so she knows all of the pain that came up from that. Nice, click that. Push left! If there's a boot down the bottom there, it would chase you up from here. You've gotta face left when doing that.
Yeah,
Luckily,
everyone will get hit once and then they'll remember.
Never again. Yeah, there was a lock on the opening screen with this too that blocked the way through, so this was a very weird world layout for sure.
All right, gets the gauntlet skip here. So just 35 fireballs to Bowser, and TrueHyperMario will be our winner for game 2. Will he do the swag bounce on Bowser's head? Oh no!
I love that I've started that as a thing now.
Oh no! So there's a fire kill.
Oh, there's an extra one, right?
That
Okay.
Gepezu will do, and I've seen TrueHyperMario do it as well, where you bounce on his head and fire fireballs onto him.
Oh, I see, up the top, right. So
Yeah.
instead of doing the old vanilla strat, which works with the regular hitboxes, you can still like trap him up the top and stuff. That's kind of
Exactly, yeah. So TrueHyperMario finishing up an official time of 31:34. Let's get our GGs in chat for him.
Yeah, good stuff. VixRyder's not going to be too far behind. This was an exceptionally linear world 8 in the sense there really wasn't very many places you could go here. We did see this fort as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I think this breaks the lock just above him, so he can get to the top right, and get to the handbridge, and the one before it, I don't even remember what it was now, but it would have built the bridge.
Sure. Fantastic race coming from both of these players, though. This has been a joy to watch, absolutely.
Yeah, great race. Oh no, that one doesn't.
No, this might have been one of the two of them broke the lock on the first screen. I know TrueHyperMario went back, and the lock that was blocking one of the 2 pipes at the very start, like you had to go in that first pipe because there's a lock right next to it. And TrueHyperMario then went through the second door, which went to the hand bridge, and that's when we ended the world. So this is, as far as I remember, not a particularly it's an unfortunate place to be going, more or less. If there's a pipe, if there was a pipe there, it probably would have led to the top corner behind the locks, the lock that's there. But yeah, so we gotta go back, and then this ends up opening the way here, and then that particular pipe is where we go to the bridge, and we'll find our way to the end from here. Yeah, go at the top.
There we
There's
go.
a linear
Okay.
pathway there.
Yeah, this was a very, very forced World 8.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot that you could do. Yeah, because we see the one right next to it. This is going to go over. Hello!
Hello.
We welcome in TrueHyperMario. GG's.
GG's.
Really, really well run races by both of you tonight.
Yep, I'm very happy. Even I lost the first race, I was very happy since I got a 30-minute run. And right straight to the race 2, I got 31-minute run. So that's definitely gonna do good for my average.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very clean. Neither of you made any mistakes, actually. I think Vix only died on hand 3, right in front of Bowser's castle. I think that was his only one, just shorted one jump. But yeah, it was a very clean run, very straightforward seed from both of you.
Okay.
There we go.
So now we're playing human mustard. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gonna
we
finish
are.
off with mustard percent here. And I think he did still have a fire flower too, so this is just for fun.
How many times have you successfully made this through through Bowser's castle with the fog?
I don't know if I ever have, to be honest.
It's so hard.
These donut jumps get me.
Yeah, I've made it through this, but I don't remember. I know I haven't beaten Bowser with a fog suit. It's always one really cool thing as well, standing on the very edge pixel of these so that it doesn't fall off. Like, I know it's not intentional here, but oh boy. This is where it gets really tough trying to get back up now as the frog, so you may have to just take the lower path.
By the way, I'm curious, what level I skipped in World 3 layout?
7-5.
I was gonna make you work for it a bit more than that,
Nice,
but yeah.
nice blind cloud there. 7-5 with the boss pass. Vix
Wow.
did feed him twice. He was hovering with a P-wing the second time, and
I'm surprised
boss
he got
pass,
hit. Oh no!
Oh, boss pass
I'm
got
so
high enough to
surprised.
eat him.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got hit there because he flew over it once in
Oh,
that
he
bit,
did.
right?
He didn't have a fire flower anymore.
Oh no! Maybe that's why we went for the fog percent.
Yeah, I mean it's fun too, right?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Did get the pixel there, just didn't release down, unfortunately.
Oh, that's the other. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of the stuff that I like clip-wise and things that way. It's mostly by feel for me because it. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, a lot of it is by feel. I don't really know the mechanics behind a lot of stuff that way, so yeah, that probably makes sense as to why I've not been able to get it sometimes.
Yeah, so basically, as soon as you duck jump, you want to then go back to pushing right. So duck, jump, and then back to right.
Right.
So that Mario will stand up on that one pixel that he gets caught on, and then it'll say, "Oh, he's standing and he's in a wall, so let's push him to the right."
Yeah. Okay. Oh dear.
Ooh, nice troll laser. Good jump there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so mad that Bowser's hitboxes are fixed. I can do this swaggy fire kill that me and Jason do all the time.
I was wondering, can you not do it with fixed hitboxes?
I tried that and nope.
Oh, okay.
Can't
I
bounce
wonder
off
why
the top
I
corner
wonder
bit.
why it would affect.
Oh,
it.
you jerk! Oh my god.
I'm not sure. If it's possible, well, then I should go for it. But I think you have to be very fast.
And we're welcomed in by VixRyder from the future. Just watching him finish up in Bowser here, so spoilers, he makes it. GG's, Vix.
Yo, GG's, THM.
GG. So
You guys were awesome today. I'm just gonna put that out there now. Fantastic races on both of them.
So
I saw
I
THM
blind clouded. I blind
finished-
clouded 7-5.
Oh, yeah, let's not talk about that one.
We were calling shenanigans on Boss Bass eating you out of the air with your P-wing.
Yes,
didn't think that was possible.
It's like you avoided it the first time. That's why I was like, oh, you're probably safe doing that then, right? Nope.
I thought I was too. Apparently not.
Yeah, speaking of that second seed, it was kind of straightforward, but that World A was awkward.
It was a weird one, wasn't it? Like, there wasn't very many places to go, but, you know.
Yeah,
enough to, you still get
there were
confused a bit.
so many. There were locks all over the place, so the game forced to go back and check the other pipe.
Yeah,
Luckily, I didn't go for
very,
the Air Force.
it was a very linear World 8. And in game 1, you guys were, maybe 20 seconds apart. TrueHyperMario, you went to play 8 forward on the Hambridge. Vix decided to just do a little more pipe searching before he did anything else, and then found the free path to the castle. So,
I played 1 fort and I saw 3 locks were still left. So I'm like, okay, the path to Bowser is open.
Okay, we only saw 2 locks. Okay, so you did see a third one.
I saw a third, yeah.
So my luck has run out. I did earlier today. I did some practice runs, and I got 2 seeds where I had to play only single level in World 8, and path to the Bowser was free.
I've had that in a couple of practice ones as well. I know your pain when it comes to doing the real ones. Going, man, wish this was what I was doing earlier.
Yeah, there was one seed that I think High Flyer posted and try this that had a 9-minute World 8. It's like, this is ridiculous.
I've had that sort of thing happen as well.
It's awful.
Oh.
But yeah, really well run race. I mean, both of you very evenly matched. Obviously, the times here don't actually show how close the race was in game 2.
I mean, I saw THM finish. I'm like, I'm just gonna have some fun. So I'm gonna try and do door 3 and see if I can do door 3. And I nearly got to Bowser with a frog. But
I know it was the last platform the first platform in the lava in the bottom path just overjumped it ever so slightly. We were rooting for you to get the frog finish.
I think you've gotten further than anyone I remember seeing do frog strats in Bowser Castle in like the old thing. Because this isn't a new thing, obviously. Sometimes people will just go, I'm just gonna do frog suit through the bit here because I've already lost. You've gotten further because I don't remember anyone actually getting through the donut section in the first room. So
I don't know how. I don't know how I did.
Yeah, you're up and down and all around a bit there, and it's like, the moment that you slip off that top one, it's, well, I can't get back up there now, so I have to go the other way,
Don't
right?
mention it.
Yeah.
that donut hole part with the frog suit is ridiculous.
It's a nightmare.
Speaking of ridiculous, 7F2 with the frog suit.
Yeah, I have never even tried that one. I don't know if I want to.
You should try it. It's fun. It's a whole lot of fun.
The first jump is so tight with the frog suit.
Well, it's actually easier since the Mario jumps do much longer jumps with the frog suit. From my point of view, that first part it's easy. But you have to time your jump perfectly.
Yeah, fair dues.
But yeah, so with this, both of you will end the Swiss round at 6-2, which will be enough to secure your places in the main bracket. So GG's on that.
Yep, I'm very happy about it. My goal was not to get any red lines to the record, so 2 wins and 2 splits. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'll take it coming in to this. I didn't expect to be anywhere near this level at this point.
You got skills, Vix.
Yeah, you've certainly displayed that today. If you watch this one back, I'm in like full analyst mode for most of this, just going, okay, any bit that I can work out is like, okay, is there any bit that I can do better, or like what can I learn off of this as well, sort of thing. Yeah, it's just like the whole way through, just going like really taking this one in, and just both of you were phenomenal with the stuff there. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah,
Appreciate
a lot
it.
to, yeah, I mean, I've got a lot to think about after that ahead of tomorrow's race. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any final thoughts?
No, not actually.
I just want to say thank you to Ratboy and Cal for coming and for getting us all set up and getting us on the stage this evening. I really appreciate all the setup and all the background work that goes behind all this.
Yeah, our pleasure. We do have a bunch more races tonight, so there's still 3 more on the docket. So at,
wow, there's still more?
Yeah, so at 8 p.m. there's Midi Guy versus Marky Mark, and that'll be on SpeedGaming 2. At 8:30 there's Tozzle versus Namek. That'll be on SpeedGaming 4.
Yes, Tozzle. I definitely want to see that one.
And at 9 p.m. there is Demon Battler versus VixRyder, which will be on SpeedGaming 3. So 3 more games tonight. There was another match going on at the same time as this, Human Mustard and Pro A. Probably would have finished up right around the same time. So.
This one was better.
That's one that I'll be going back to watch the VOD.
Yes, 100%. I'm beaming entirely with that. That is one of the races of the ages for this. So, yeah.
Oh, by the way, keep your eye on that pair, Gamercal versus Yokupati. That's gonna be a spicy one.
I'm hoping.
Yep.
So
Yoku, when he's focused and not messing around, he's tough. He gave me hard time earlier this year in the Finnish Rando tournament. He gave me such a hard time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all out for that one. That's for sure.
Yep. Barely won against Yoku on the lower bracket finals to go on 2-1 and go to the finals against Trapezu, and that was a Trapezu whooped my butt. Clean 3-0 win.
You gotta say that before I gotta face him in a couple days here, TrueHyper. Thanks, appreciate it.
It's the intimidation factor, you see. He's like, yeah, this guy is really, really good. You're not gonna win this one.
But yeah, no, GG's to both of you again. Thanks for putting on a great race. It was super fun to call and watch. And yeah, can't wait to see brackets.
Yep. See you in the brackets. It's always a pleasure to run against the other good runners. So,
for sure.
I expected VixRyder to be a tough guy to race against, and yep, I was correct.
I felt the same way. I was very not confident coming in. I'm like, I'm gonna get blasted tonight, and then that was actually 2 pretty close races, and I'm glad that we were able to put on a show.
Well, as someone who hasn't,
to be honest, I asked earlier today. I asked from Angelique J that do I have any chance against VixRyder? She said yes, but then I wasn't feeling comfortable enough, so I used that link what we got on the commentary and did some research.
Fair enough.
yeah. As someone who hasn't seen either of you play before, because I've been out of this community for like 4 years, you guys are awesome. I'm just gonna say that. You guys are amazing with this, and I hope I get to play one of you in the bracket stuff here. I've got to make it there, obviously, but I hope I get to, because it'd be fantastic to play. So
We'll see you there.
yeah.
Awesome. So I think with that, we'll wrap things up here. So once again, thank you to our runners, TrueHyperMario and Vix. Make sure you guys give them a follow. Thanks to GamerCal for hopping in the booth along with me, calling this race.
Thank you for putting up with my over-analysis of everything.
It was fun. It was a blast. And thanks to all you folks out in Chatland for hanging out with us. Without you guys, we're just sitting here chatting to ourselves and not getting to put on the show. So appreciate all of you watching, and make sure you tune in the rest of the evening for more SMB3R.
yeah, we've got lots to go through. So everything's going to be awesome. See you guys there. And until next time, take care, everyone.
Yep, take care.